A popular saying goes, Christmas comes and goes. But as Jim Dennison wrote, Jesus is born every day in love and sacrifice. This is exemplified by the actions of Chris Punsalan, as well as projects like the latest edition of Erasmus. In our service, you will also hear about scientists communicating with a whale and problems in Ecuador. Meanwhile, African bishops are uncertain how to discuss the new Vatican directive, while Ukrainian Orthodox have no problem choosing the right church. Welcome to Safira Radio News Service.
Pope Francis thanked for the Christmas wishes received from Rome and around the world. On the feast of Stephen, the first martyr, he emphasized his closeness to discriminated Christians and encouraged love, peaceful struggle for justice, and religious freedom. He drew attention to conflicts in Syria, the Gaza Strip, and Ukraine, calling for prayers and action for peace.
Cardinal Fridolin Ambongo from Congo, a member of the Cardinals' Council, called for a unified stance from African Episcopal conferences regarding the Vatican's decision to allow clergy to bless homosexual unions. Some conferences in Africa criticized this decision. In countries like Zambia, Cameroon, or Malawi, bishops have banned such blessings. Ambongo, chairman of the Symposium of Episcopal Conferences of Africa and Madagascar, stressed the need for unanimity on this issue.
In Ukraine, there has been a significant increase in the popularity of the Orthodox Church of Ukraine, with more than double the citizens identifying with it compared to before the Russian aggression. At the same time, the number of followers of the Ukrainian Orthodox Church of the Moscow Patriarchate has significantly decreased. Most Ukrainians support banning this church in Ukraine due to its close ties with the Russian Orthodox Church, which supports the war against Ukraine. Most Ukrainians identify with Orthodoxy, with small percentages professing Catholicism, Protestantism, Judaism, and Islam.
This year saw the start of the Erasmus Plus project, focusing on supporting the hard of hearing. 4 conferences are planned as part of the project, 2 of which have already taken place in Strasbourg and Sweden. Further meetings are scheduled for next year in Norway and Poland. The main goal of the project is to eliminate barriers in the lives of people with hearing impairments.
In Guayaquil, a port city in Ecuador, Sara Noemi Viteri Moreno, an environmental engineer and member of a local Mennonite church, points to decreasing rainfall and rising temperatures, linking it to deforestation in and around the city. Guayaquil, with over 3 million inhabitants, welcomes many refugees from Venezuela, fleeing political and economic difficulties. Moreno emphasizes that the population increase leads to social and ecological problems. Her church actively supports refugees, offering shelter, food, and clothing. She indicates that these events are part of a broader problem of climate change.
Chris Punsalan, a 30-year-old, has decided to take full-time care of his 96-year-old grandmother, giving up the traditional lifestyle of his peers. His decision, motivated by a desire to repay his grandmother for years of care, has made them Instagram stars. For about 8 years, Chris has dedicated his time to care, inspiring others with his unconventional but warm and caring relationship.
In a groundbreaking experiment, scientists communicated with a whale. A female humpback whale named Twain responded for over 20 minutes to greetings sent by a team of researchers. Specialists from the University of California, Davis, and the Alaska Whale Foundation believe that understanding the communication of intelligent animals may be key to establishing contacts, for example, with extraterrestrial forms of intelligence. Scientists consider conducting similar communication tests with other intelligent animals, such as dolphins or pack predators, which could expand our understanding of intelligence and communication in the animal world and beyond.
In an article on the Pathos Forum, Jim Dennison reflects on the mystery of Christmas. He considers various phenomena unexplained by scientists, comparing them to our lack of understanding of the depth of the Christmas remembrance. He points to the omniscience and omnipotence of Christ, the creator of the universe, who humbly was born as a child in a poor family. Dennison notes that Jesus could have come into the world in any way, but chose to be born as a human infant. He emphasizes that Jesus, identifying with people in the humblest form, experienced the entire spectrum of human limitations. As a result, he can understand every human suffering. Denison encourages giving Jesus what he desires most, our hearts, emphasizing that one does not need to understand God's love to experience it in our lives.
This was Saphira Radio News Service. Catholics, Orthodox and Protestants together.
May God bless us all.